Okay, turkey meatloaf muffins. Let's get started. I'll be using 2 pounds of lean ground turkey. I'll also be using an onion. I'll use 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, a half tablespoon of tomato paste, a 1/4 cup of ketchup, about a teaspoon of salt and pepper to taste. I will also be adding some extra vegetables to the meatloaf, and this is optional. I had 1 purple carrot that needed to be used left at the bottom of my vegetable drawer in the fridge, and also a zucchini, and I'm going to be grating the carrot, zucchini, and onion. I also want to mention I'm only going to be grating a 1/4 of the onion, but if you like more onion, use as much or as little as you like. Now I'm just going to saute all of my veggies. In a small pan, I'm going to add probably a teaspoon or so of oil. I'm going to let that preheat, and then I'm going to saute and sweat out my carrot, zucchini, and onion. Now I'll add my half tablespoon of tomato paste. And next, the Worcestershire sauce. Now that it's all done, I'm going to set it aside and allow it to cool before I mix it into the ground turkey meat. Now I'm going to combine all of my ingredients. To my turkey meat, I am going to eyeball 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to add pepper to taste. Now in goes the rest of the ingredients. So at this point, you want to add your binder. Typically 2 eggs to about a cup of breadcrumbs. But I am not going to be adding egg. I'm going to make this egg free. The trick I like to use is oatmeal. I had leftover oatmeal from this morning. It is all lumpy and gooey and already saturated with water. And I'm going to add about a 1/3 cup to my meatloaf. Typically, I would get dry oats before they are cooked, and I would run them through the food processor to kind of make them a fine ground. But I had pre-made and I didn't want them to go to waste, so I tossed it in here, and it works. So either way, it actually works. Okay, so it's all mixed and combined. Now it's time to make meatloaf muffins. I have lightly oiled my muffin pan. And now I'm just going to eyeball some of the turkey meat mixture and just place it in each cup. If I had to guess how much I was putting in here, it's a 1/3 cup of meat maybe, but normally when I do this, I just eyeball it and it works out. 2 pounds of ground turkey will easily make 1 dozen meatloaf muffins. You can completely pack each muffin cup with the meat mixture and press firmly to create your muffin meatloaf. But what I'm going to do is take a 1/4 cup measuring cup, press down in the middle to create a well, and fill my meatloaf muffins with cheese. I'm going to be using 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese to fill this. And I've also left extra, if you're going to fill your meatloaf muffins with cheese, you want to leave extra meat mixture to top it, and that will create the cheesy center. Okay, so I have created my cheese-filled meatloaf muffins. And actually, before I pop these into the oven, I'm going to do half of them with a little bit of ketchup on top, and the other half I'll leave plain. But I thought just to show you a variation of what you can do with your meatloaf muffins. Into the oven they go, and I will be baking my meatloaf muffins in a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 35 minutes. If you choose not to fill your meatloaf muffins with cheese, then continue cooking for about 40 minutes. I also wanted to show you something extra here while they are baking in the oven. I'm going to be serving these with a cauliflower mash. Here I have 2 12-ounce bags of frozen cauliflower. I just boiled them in water, drained the water, and now I'm just going to basically mash them and season them as I would a mashed potato. I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of butter, and I'm also going to be adding is my queso blanco cheese sauce. I had some left over from my other recipe that I did for you guys. It's a queso blanco recipe. Check it out. I'll put the video icon at the end of this video. I'm going to add a couple spoons of that. It's white cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. I think it would make a nice creamy cheesy element to my cauliflower mash. I don't like to waste things here in my house, so if that means using leftovers, I will do so. So now I'm adding a little bit of milk, salt to taste, and I'm just going to mash away and mash until they are creamy. This is another trick that I try to get my kids to eat vegetables. My turkey meatloaf muffins are done. So what I'm going to do is remove them, set them on the counter, and allow them to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. I have allowed them to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes, and now I am going to attempt to remove them from their cups. And a lot of this cheese did ooze out, but it's okay with me because it's a nice golden brown on the edges. Here are my cute cheese-filled turkey meatloaf muffins, and I'm actually going to cut one open so you can see how the inside looks. Try?
Yes.
Wait. I'll get you the Okay. Let's see. Big bite. Good? Glad you like it. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, you can click on the video icons for more recipes, or you can click on my picture icon to subscribe. Thanks for watching.